Hey everybody, welcome back. Northern Lion Plays Monster Train. You know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking I'm back. I'm thinking it's time to do some expert challenges. So this is the super hard one, right? The one that just says sorry. Let's do controlled chaos. Start with a random deck, and you can duplicate cards at merchants. You get 12 additional random cards. Merchants provide card duplication. Do we choose? I mean, I guess we just go heavy random, huh? Alright. It has to be a Covenant rank 25. Are you insane? Okay. We're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna do my best. So we have a huge deck, right? Yeah, because we got bonus cards in it. We got regular Awoken, special Umbra, which means plink, plink, plink. Merchants provide a card duplication service. You know what I'll say right off the bat? You're probably sick of seeing Umbra, but I random. Like, it's not like there's a bunch I can do about it. I love having the extra draw from Winged Steel. And we haven't played as the default Awoken since we've been back in Monster Train. So, spikes are really good. Like, Spikes 10 is sick. We do start with just a staggering amount of restores as well, along with a lot of dead weight. Rejuvenate, though, well, I guess you'd rather have the restores for Rejuvenate, but I was thinking, like, we could sustain you and keep you alive. But if we take this, it compensates for not taking Jack Strips. Yeah, I think I like this. But Umbra is great. We love having Umbra as our other clan, as either clan, really, because I think they have the easiest units to use in the game for popping off, for sure. The only challenge we're going to be a little worried about is 10 armor, I think, right now. Because spikes are just gonna, like, destroy you. Dude, we're starting with Unleash the Wildwood, which is pretty sick. Oh, Ensnare is not what I thought it was. You don't attack. Alright, so this is not that great. Honestly, let's Ensnare you, so we have more time to hurt you. Let you pass on here. Might as well. Oh, and we got draw by playing our third card. Love to see that. No real reason to play that, but that's okay. So the spikes are really gonna destroy these, like, crappy backline units as long as they have attacks associated. So we can Mind Collapse for 1 and get some serious value. Dude, this is a heavy plink floor. You guys have spikes too, so I can't have you attack. So we like that. Hold on, I'm thinking. We love this. We need the extra spikes. Deal 30x damage to the front enemy. We definitely want you to die. We don't need to kill you with spikes on, like, the last run. So we can definitely afford to play something for 1. And we are going to play this. It's a little dangerous on HP, but I think it's worth it. Then we can play this and get all our HP back. You're still going to die if we do this, but then you're out here. Dude. Somehow this worked out pretty nicely. So we want to train Steward out here just to get value out of the morsel. And I'm looking at you, and I'm like... I mean, if we're going to do anything related to HP, we might as well do that. Give you the extra stats along with it. Alright, so Plink doesn't get you. So you're actually... We can kill you, but we don't have to. That's the important part here. 25, you're doing wonderful. You Plink just in case. Might as well feast. We're just practicing some combo pieces now. I mean, that's... You're destroyed. Heavily destroyed. Remember, it's Covenant rank 25, so this could get a little spooky. But honestly, this deck seems fine right now. It seems to work. Bramble Lash with spikes definitely seems to be the way that we're going to roll this. Don't want to add too many cards. We are at card 35. It's a little much. We love these Umbra units, don't we, folks? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Remove Consume. Make it more expensive. I have to be honest. Being able to add a bunch of spikes, it synergizes with Bramble Lash. And then I am like, how much does it cost to duplicate? 90? I'm pretty tempted. Bramble Lash is like the big payoff, but I'm pretty tempted to get that going on. So I'm not promising, by the way, that we're going to do all the challenges. I heard some of the challenges were extremely horrible. This is horrible! As far as, like, you know, how long they take to do, how difficult they are, etc., etc. But for now, we're going to try it. 9995. I got to think about this one. I still think we want you down here. I know you're like, what are you doing? Just let me go for a second, okay? We want you up here just in case. Units are not playable. Oh, sorry. I thought that this was the Pyre Chamber for some reason, and I almost lost my freaking mind. We want to kill one of you that I think is... We don't mind if you make it another floor up, quite frankly. I think the most important thing... Doesn't really matter, but I guess we'll put you here. I think we want to kill a unit that has a lot of damage, just so that our champ is a little bit more likely to live. Still not too likely, honestly, but... Okay, so the new hot stuff is, like, if we could get some... We gotta play, like, 3 units down here, which is not gonna happen. It's bad. I think we got a real problem here. So I think that... Gotta think about this for a second. Plink is pretty good. Hold on. I don't know why I was getting so twisted up. Now that I think about it, it's actually not that bad at all. Yeah, and drawing the extra Plink really helped out. So I think we definitely want you to have lifesteal, but our champ getting a bunch of damage shields is pretty important as well. And do it, you give... Hold on. +1, +1, +1. So... I'm not really going to worry about your lifesteal, but I am going to have you do that. Alright, this seems about right. So that worked out relatively well. We get a brief respite, which is, you know, pretty much extremely essential. Get a little bit of HP for you. And then Wildwood Custodian is kind of tempting, but... Oh, we still have 1 energy, because we ate more last turn. Yeah. Wildwood Custodian has some temptation, there's no doubt about that. But I think we're just going to go with the classic, like, little Train Steward action. We're doing 91 damage. Dude, restore all units to full health is actually, like, stupid good. It's pretty sweet, actually. And then we can just destroy you. All of a sudden, things are looking a little bit better for us. Not quite. We're not quite finishing the job, but still. Considering we turned the trial on here, I'm pretty stoked. I don't know. How about one of those? Little double Plink action strike your fancy? My lord. Anyway, you're toasted by any varietal of different options here. I'll tell you the obvious. We need to have a deck that's more focused on getting morsels out there. Only our Plinks are getting us there, which is normally not a big problem, but in a 37-card deck causes us some serious issue. I think we definitely also need more heals, it's becoming clear. You do not have the word morsel in you, so I do not take. Really, it's a weird one. I think we take Morsel Maker, even though I don't respect it, because of the fact that we have such a hard time summoning morsels right now. And a relic, oh, it would be quite continental right now. Damage shield 2 to the first friendly unit is some pretty good stuff. Yeah, dude, Thorn Hollow is just so much better. What Seraph do we have? In my mind, he's so much better. Temperament? Temper the strength of your units? Do you sap? Sapping doesn't bother me at all. We're not really splitting the Spike archetype. I know that it seems like we are. How many Blight cards do we have in our deck? 2. Honestly, we have some draw. I think we can make it happen, even though this is goofy. But we're not really splitting our Spike archetype. We're not really splitting our Spike archetype because our champion has spikes built in by default. So we can use our heals as necessary on the Thorned Hollow in order to make sure that they get spiky. Okay, it's a lot of damage on turn 1, no doubt about that. 27 damage. Well, definitely want you dead. You're only going to have 15 HP, so we're going to send you out instead. You're going to come up here. There's my draw. I want my draw. 4 up here means we want capacity up here. You got a damage shield, which is beautiful. Let's start building some spikes onto you. I don't like that. What do you do? If you kill a unit, you get 25 armor? What the heck? That's crazy. It's so good. All right, so we're dying. It was not fantastic. We're not dying, which is much better, in my opinion. We definitely want to use that up here. I don't know, dude. So here's the thing. I'm like, you're pretty close to death. So as much as I would like to use these down here, I think the smart money is definitely on getting you pogged out of your gourd. Now you got 14 spikes. It's not so bad. I'm on the fence about whether our champion could even live. Like, why are you so strong, dude? So you got real problems right now. We know where we want Morsel Maker. 180 damage right off the top is kind of interesting. So how can I keep you alive? We need to summon 2 units. The only way we're going to do that... no, we could summon 1 unit and then also kill you. That's one way to do it. So we definitely want this. There's really nothing... I mean, I guess we play that. And then we could plink you. To what end? It's not what you want to see. We are still dying. So it really now... really comes down to a couple of different things. One of them is this Crucible Collector right here. We really need him to pog out of his mind. Also, wouldn't mind keeping him alive. Would be amazing. Honestly, why don't you take one of these and call me in the morning? I don't want to root you. I want you to move on. But I'd like to root one of you to make my life easier in the future. So you're mostly going to get hit by spikes here. I don't really want 2 Train Stewards to die. I guess I'll summon you back there to do a little extra damage. I didn't want you at the front because only the spikes were killing you. We need Wildwood. We don't need Wildwood. But let me tell you, it would have been nice. So you're doing great up here. We'd like to kill you on the cheap. So I still think we like this, as strange as it may look. And then we don't mind... I mean, the thing is, we start here for sure. It's a good draw. Bramble Lash does do 200 damage, which is real nice. We want you to die. But I'm like, can't we get a little more out of it? No, because this, we still haven't upgraded that. So we do need to kill you. There's multiple ways to do it. That's one. But then that means we can't play Bramble Lash anymore. But that's okay, because we don't want to play Bramble Lash. I don't mind. Go ahead. Do whatever you want to do. We want some damage shield on this guy, so maybe we can buy some more time until Unleash the Wildwood comes out. And it's, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Eventually we're going to get it. Plink him, dude. That's a great plink. We got insanely lucky, but that's a great plink. So keep getting restored. It's spooky. Honestly, I'm like, we could kill you just by doing that. That seems like the smarter play. These just come out, but you don't have a Slay Trigger anymore? Okay, then get this trash out of my deck. Stop wasting my time. Okay. Next step, we want to Unleash the Wildwood, please. Ladies and gentlemen. It had to show up there. It's not like that was luck. It was the final, it was the final opportunity. You don't do any damage, huh? Can't really play anything else anywhere, so I guess we'll do that. She's definitely dead, for the record. What do we need? We need to upgrade our units, because those are easier to draw than our spells. Or a holdover on Unleash the Wildwood would also pog. I think we need capacity more than anything else, although we could use it all, quite frankly. We don't mind consumes. That's definitely true. I think I'm going to take a Shroud Spike. We know what we're doing with it. I think we're going to take nothing. Although, an Animus could go nice on the bottom floor. I don't want to minimize the amount of time until we draw the units we like. This is spooky, for sure. I mean, it is Covenant rank 25, so we're getting adjusted here. We don't really need the Pyre health right now. We need to upgrade our units. You're giving me another chance. You know what? I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you and try to put you behind the champion. So Card Duplicator is kind of funny. the idea of duplicating Unleash the Wildwood. I think I love the large stone here. I think it's so much more important we have 2 of these in our deck. I really do. Now you're gonna have great stats. We love to see that. Spikes 20 is gonna slow people down. We might want to think twice about the trial here. Yeah, armor 15 is like the one I'm most afraid of. It's gonna make it that much harder to kill units with spikes, which is gonna make all of our other units suffer as a result. So you're doing 14 damage. That's trash. It's nothing. Doesn't bother me at all. But now I gotta think. So I know we like you here. We can Mind Collapse you. Not for 0, though. That being said, I'm like, this is still really good. It's really good. I know you're like, but you don't get to play your Plink, you don't get to play your Mind Collapse. I think this is... Well, you can still play it. Ah, crap! But I still think that was the right play. Alright, so you gotta go up here. That's a gimme. Plink's not gonna do anything here. Might as well... Well, you gotta think about it. Because we could play 3 cards and maybe we draw a unit that we like a little bit more, but... This is fine. Yeah, I don't mind this. I definitely... I know it's weird, but... I think the Razor Sharp works the best right there. So our Pyre is probably going to take some damage. There's not that much we can do about that. And I'm like, why are we getting 5 energy per turn again? Have we been getting that the whole time? What's going on? I'm not complaining, for the record. So only 1 unit's getting hit here, but you guys don't do damage anyway, so we're not worried about that to a great extent. You're not dying. It's okay. We know we need you. That's compulsory. We're probably going to want... It's not a bad turn to have a Making a Morsel. But I think actually just getting you some spikes is pretty good too. We might as well play the Animus. The beauty of playing like the Animus is that it's gone. You know, once we play it, it's out. Now this will give us space for 1 extra morsel. Honestly, I'm going to save 6 damage. You're going to hit our Pyre twice. It's not that bad. I remember what it's like on Ascension 25. I mean Covenant rank 25. We got 1. It's not all I could ask for, but it's not so bad. Now we can fit you up here. You're very important for like our relentless setup here. Bramble Lash, 40 damage, 240 damage. It's kind of tempting to hit you with the 40 to get you killed, honestly. But I think this is probably... People would consider it more advisable. But we gotta ideally hurt you pretty badly. And that's not happening here. So you're gonna hurt our Pyre quite prodigiously as well. We could use some targeted spells. That's an issue. You know what we could do is we could root you for a turn. And then you guys aren't going to do anything. So that's extremely good luck. For now, we need you to get more spikes. And the main reason for it, honestly, is for nothing else except for the fact that we want to have 2 floors with the spikes so that we're not screwed if we don't drop Bramble Ash soon. Although, you know, in theory, you might say it makes more sense to put it on 1. I disagree. So, we love that. You need the HP, quite frankly. You're getting hit more here. We can get pretty close to killing you. In fact, I think we can kill you. Just thinking. Okay, Feast is interesting for sure. I think rather than Feast, we would definitely rather Shroud Spike. We want to make sure we're doing this as best as possible. 51. 4 is 52. You're going to hit me, though. So we're actually at 42. We can't get higher than... Okay, so all I'm trying to figure out is, does healing buy me an extra turn? And I think the answer right now is no. We would need you to get another 14. So I'm just thinking. I think it looks something like... Go ahead. think it looks something like that. Just to make sure we got you killed. It's more than we needed, but it's really good for the lifesteal triggers regardless. So we're not doing that much on the bottom floor here, but this is okay. We're gonna whittle them down. This is the run of the whittles. Still counts, apparently. Oh, also, yeah, there's that. 16 turns of lifesteal is pretty good. Alright, so we got an idea of where we want to go in this run, and it's actually working out pretty well. Get that out of there. Pyre health may well be important, and also, I don't know, at this point I'm like, should we bother removing cards? Maybe not. I think we totally love focus growth here. Easier to play damage options. Forever Consumed is actually, it seems pretty good. I'm not really comfortable having a 47 card deck in this game, like at all. But I'll tell you what, let's get some relics, dude. Friendly units get +1 damage per stack of spikes. Sure. I don't think volatile, it seems like we don't want it on this one. Trap shoot, steel pulley claw. Trap shoot seems more advantageous, dude. We have a 48 card deck. I'm dying. I'm dying inside. Because I'm like, everything in my brain, especially because we were playing lower Covenant ranks, is like, you gotta have like under 22 cards in your deck to have a chance. We definitely don't want to turn this on. That's way too dangerous. We're a whittler. We're not like a, you know, come in like a wrecking ball. We're like death by 1,000 paper cuts. Alright, this is a huge turn for us. Because what we love this, and we love a little plink. And I know you're like, but you're making them stronger. Yeah, but that only matters if they're not all gonna die. And they're all gonna die. I think we're cool with that. So we want the Animus down here for sure. I don't know why now, for the first time in my life I thought about it. But what about if it was like the Orange is the New Black theme song? The Animus, the Animus. I don't remember the rest. Except they go, you've got spikes. So you get +1 attack per spike. That's actually incredible. I think you need the lifesteal, my friend. Trap shoot, dude. This is such a horrible way to do this, but that's what makes it hilarious. Go ahead, get some more. Get some more. Don't be shy, get some more. And if we're being real, I'm like, I think that's the way to do it, dude. I was gonna say you can't leave, you're dazed. I don't make the rules. So we know we want yes, good damage shield, and a little yes. We definitely want you to die. You're going to die to attacks, though. I don't think we want to play the Train Stewards, though. We kind of want them to just go. We kind of just want them out of our deck. If you want them out of your deck, what are you going to do, though? Ah, crap. I can't stop doing it. Alright. And you got to play him somewhere. I mean, we took capacity. It's not like we've let capacity languish or anything. Okay, so you, 55... Okay, we gotta get you with that. That's a gimme. You're doing great. Plink still has high potential in my world. Might as well summon 2 of these. And dude, this is getting pretty sick now. Because like we know, honestly, I'm like, you might as well take the spikes because you're getting even more powerful than I could ever imagine. I think you take even more spikes, honestly. I didn't mean to Bramble Lash here. I meant to Bramble Lash 1 floor below, but oh well. Okay, we have one more Unleash the Wildwood coming. Plink's not doing anything. So you're actually becoming like quite potent here, especially if we could give you a little lifesteal. 8 turns of stealth is a real bummer, but Plink did some great work for us. Focused growth, lovely. You love to see it. You might as well, yeah, you might as well take this. That way you can get even stronger. You're taking 80. Come on, 80? Really? I don't believe it. $80? So you're hitting me 4 times, and then, oh, we're not hitting you at all because of stealth. Okay, so that it actually makes sense. You're taking 139. That's absolutely terrible. However, we have some plays. Gem Trove takes you up to 228. And then, I'm like a little lifesteal, followed by... How much? You got 6 lifesteal? I mean... That's not going to do anything, obviously, but... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we just gotcha. So not even having to use our top floor, which is like Crucible Collector's such a good unit, is so unbelievably great for us. I definitely still think Awake is super good. We're struggling a little bit to keep our units alive, but Shroud Spike's amazing. There you go. We got a 50-card deck. It's not like we're going to lower the amount of cards. That we're really going to hit removal now and remove 2 cards from the deck. I don't think so. I think Pyre Health is of the utmost importance. And then I'll tell you, there is a card I never hate seeing, and it's called Unleash the Wildwood. So I'm feeling really good, honestly. I feel like this is definitely possible. You're adding trash to my deck, which is why we have 5 energy. Okay. Because we have that cursed morsel, or cursed relic, which is awesome. I apologize. This is the last video of the day. My brain's saying the word wrong on occasion. It's not a bad draw here. Probably rather start here. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. So please get out of my deck. And then give me a sick morsel. Sick Mundus, brother. Okay. You gotta come out here. We know that. We pretty much gotta play you as soon as you show up as well. So how are we gonna roll this one? We could do that. This is a pretty bad turn, but the spikes are saving us. Alright. That's actually a totally fine Unleash the Wildwood. We know we like this. Honestly, we freaking love Gem Trove too, but we'd also like to play Ultimate Penance. Yeah, I think we just like it. And then, I mean, honestly, this is... It's looking really good. And I feel like, though, it may strike you as insane. I feel like our next big pickup, believe it or not, is like draw. So we're just heavily investing in your spike life. Okay, well that's not what we want to see because now they're not spread out that much. But yeah, I'm a big believer in draw right now. No, maybe you could do this, but even still, I'm like, yeah, just give it to him. You know that's not doing anything for you. The Train Steward, I don't know, dude. I think I'd rather just play the morsels we get and maybe get some like lifesteal on our spike unit. I think the run is less powerful now than it could be in a perfect world. So, why not? Come on down to the bottom floor. We're gonna make your life a little harder. We want a Shroud Spike. Actually, we just made our own life a little harder. We needed to plink you 2 times, which is unlikely to be optimistic. Capacity. The most important floor is probably that. I would really just like you to kill our Train Steward, but not compromise anything here. I don't think that's happening, though. You know what? Now that I think about it, we should have done this. Give you a little bit more damage. You might as well feast as well. I don't know. It gives you the HP in advance. So the thing that sucks the most right now is we don't have Unleash the Wildwood. We've used too many of them. Now, we do have Awake, though. That's really nice. So we'd certainly want that out there. And now we can think about this a little bit more. You're dying, so we don't have to worry. A Bramble Lash would kill you so that we could get to the units behind. The eating feels like it could be good too, though. Send it. Then I'm like, we might be able to draw something. It's not something we wanted, but that's okay. I'm just trying to make sure our Pyre takes no damage now. And I think... with no multi-strike on our Crucible Collector, that's going to be optimistic right now. We can keep you from moving up, though. And then this is getting good. So the spikes are huge. We know the restores are actually, like, insanely valuable. I would caution maybe against the plink. And instead say, hey, play this. Kill you, get some energy back. You know, it does kill you. It's hard to argue with that. It saves our Pyre from a decent chunk of damage. Alright, we're on final wave. I don't expect our champ to do that much, and that's fine. We know, like, keeping you alive is great. And then, you know, maybe spamming your cheaper health options one floor up. But also, I hate to say, I'd only get 2 off of that. I would not do that then. I would probably just do that. We probably should have played that. Oh, whatever. 1 Pyre damage. Who cares? Alright. So the bottom floor is no longer, like, we don't really mind that much whatever happens there. This is the floor where we're like, okay, well, it's supposed to be better than that. So every single one of these is moving the needle by 16, which is not that much. That's really good. There's 340 for us. So this is 60 damage. But I'm like, surely we can find a way to get more than 60 damage. Like, I think that with all of our lifesteals is going to be more than 60 damage. 4 times 9, 36. Maybe not. But you know, in principle. There you go. Alright. Our real problem right now is a deck that's far too thick. We need to be able to draw the Unleash the Wildwoods and ideally have them be more spread out as well. Shroud Mitosis, it'll work, but I don't think it's essential. I don't really respect Adaptive Mutation either. I don't really respect the Rail Spike, even though apparently I've been told it's predominantly Pog. I'm telling you, this is a draw game, dude. This is a draw game. I think we want the Pyre health. We want to copy a card 5 times. Yikes. I can't resist. Can't resist, dude. Sting spells are better. We literally have none, so, you know. We just went to the blood bank. No big deal. We don't really want another large stone on you. We really want multi-strike. Like, we really, really want multi-strike. What about a large stone on you, though? We're gonna have 6 capacity on most. Yeah, there's no reason for you not to have one, honestly. No multi-strike. Makes me very upset. We don't... I know what you're thinking. You could put it on the draw unit. I just don't think it's essential. I think the HP is really nice. And I'm like, please do remove... The Train Stewards still have to go. We're still drawing those more than you would expect. And they are, like, worse than a dead card. Because they make me mad. So we want you to have just disgusting, absolutely unbelievable stats. Thank you. I do think we're gonna win. It wasn't as easy as... No, we don't want it. It wasn't as easy as Covenant rank 10 default, but I think we got a really good chance. So I'm like, in terms of damage shield, to be honest, because you're gonna... My damage shield's gonna get destroyed here. I would rather you get the damage shield first, although you do also come out with 80 HP. That's a good point. We did draw, like, our 3 most blessed units. So I think we're probably... it's a tough decision, honestly. I think we're just not going to restore you, and instead we'll not take fire damage. Alright, so 40 spikes is real sick. Unleash the Wildwood. It's a tough choice. We like this. We got some thinking to do, let me put it that way. You're not dying, huh? Do we care? Maybe we don't care. I think it's more important to unleash the Wildwood on you, and then awake on you. I'm not worried about the gold there. The gold is very secondary indeed. So you're not dying. I hate it, but I understand and respect it. You need that this time. We still got one more coming. Okay. Think that you always still benefit from this. We don't have multi-strike on anybody, unfortunately. Plink's not going to do anything. We will draw. It's interesting. We could play a Train Steward up here. It's not going to do anything. I don't know. I'm like, maybe we should play a Train Steward down here. How much damage did you do? 5 damage? At least it'll get it out of my deck. I think it does mean that one extra unit won't die, but they'll get got when they move further ahead. No worries there. And I think it's worth it to get the Train Steward out. Okay. The Plinks are not going to do anything for it. Again, this is another thing you wouldn't mind just completely being removed from your deck. We know we love it. Don't really want to... You know what? I was going to say, it might work. You never know. We don't really want the excess energy here. There's not much we can do with this. I mean, you know, we'll take the energy. Sadly, it doesn't do anything. However, we do get a lot more lifesteal triggers. Alright, as many heals as possible is still what we're looking for here. So this is what we wanted as well. Wildwood Custodian should be played. Still no Bramble Lashes. Playing these for 1 is next level. So we want you to have spikes because it also makes you stronger. I think we're in a tough spot here. So I think we'll do this. We're going to draw on this, right? Yeah. Plink. It's not what you're looking for. Plink does make it likely we could play a Mind Collapse for 1. Or, I'm like, is Mind Collapse make it plausible you could play a Plink for 1? I don't know, man. 60 extra damage. Yeah, I think we gotta slow you down. Yeah, it's important. Our units are not as pogged as we would like them to be. This is a great turn for Wildwood, though. We really need it on you. You guys are making it right now, which sucks. The damage shield is an extra 80 damage, but I guess we're saying no to that. Even more so than making a morsel. I think it's like, yeah, this is big. And then we can get 2 damage shield. 2 damage shield is worth a decent chunk. This is not a sweeping boss. It's not a sweeping boss, but he does get stronger every time he gets hit, which is pretty bad. Honestly, you might as well just fall to the bottom here. You're not going to do anything. Unleash the Wildwood. We got to think about it. You being dead is sick. You being ensnared, we're only playing this card so we can get to draw faster. The thing is, I want you to die, because if you die, Bramble Lash is so freaking good. But if you don't die, it's such a huge waste of Bramble Lash. Actually, I think we're doing less damage the more of you we kill anyway, now that I think about it. So maybe don't worry about it so much. You need to get healed, though. Do we care about drawing 2 extra next turn? Not really. I think we'd rather just have the maximum amount of lifesteal possible. I'm a little worried about spikes with a resolve unit like this, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get them relatively easily. You're doing 26 damage. That's helpful. I just needed to check that it was helpful. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I mean, you just need to not be doing 80 damage when you move up a floor, and nothing's going to stop us. I don't think you're going to be doing 80 damage. 40 I could see. 80, I don't think so. Alright, I mean, you might think that was bad, but actually I leave, I think, feeling pretty good about how it worked there. I don't think we need these. I mean, we have a 49 card deck. There's not much we do need. One day we'll figure out how to make that one work. But it won't be today, I'll tell you that much. So I think we love Pyre Health. And I'm just going to be honest. Pretty much just fishing for a multi-strike. And we got it. Now, I know people are always like, multi-strike's worse on a unit like that. Be that as it may. Now that I think about it, I'm like, you're right. But we do need damage output. We could always put it on you, but you're just always going to be 25 by 2 quick, which is not bad. But you're going to pog up. So I think it actually, I think it totally works. And I think you guys are just haters. So we're just going to Put some spikes on these guys for no reason whatsoever, because we can't buy anything from you anyway. Alright, so to complete our first challenge on the expert level, friendly units enter with SAP 3. Not really a big problem at all, honestly. Not really a big problem at all. Has to happen. Has to happen. Now, this is a tough choice. I don't mind you taking 15, because that's not going to last too long. The question is Gem Trove that good to get a bunch of morsels, or would you rather just, like, play making a morsel, which also gives you some sec draw, and then you could throw that out there as well. Now, I still think you should take the lifesteal, obviously, but... So, Pyre's going to get hit for 15. Very little we could do about that unless we drew, you know, the spell of our dreams. So, we love this, dude. We love this. Then, in terms of ensnare, we'd rather keep you down for an extra floor. Make sure you die so we have more HP. And then I'm like, as long as we don't encounter units with spikes, we don't care about that. You might as well get more potency. Now, you're not dying, right? No, you're living with abundance. We love that. Dude, all these heals are taking us. They're taking us to the next level. Ah. We should have played a... No, we don't have any reason to play Awake, really. And you know what? We can play this. Then we get Mind Collapse. Give us 2 energy in return. Plink's not going to do nothing. I actually think 2 damage shield is, like, pretty good, though. There you go. Cut 21 damage off. Spikes, thankfully, are not affected by, sap, obviously. 80 damage? 400 damage. My word. Oh, and you're not gonna... Okay, so I think we definitely want a Bramble Ash on this floor. Which means we should probably take you down a floor. Save your health a little bit. You do get some armor from the harvest. That wasn't... You know, you don't need me to tell you I wasn't paying attention to that. It's probably something you're readily aware of. You're getting pogged up. I think it makes the most sense, and I haven't really articulated this very well, but I think it makes the most sense to focus our cards that give spikes on the unit that can get spikes much more easily, so we can kind of concentrate on that unit instead of, you know, the one that has 40 by default but doesn't grow very quickly. I think we can get you higher. So, we got a problem here. You're taking a lot of damage. Yet another reason we're focusing on you, to be honest. We definitely want you summoned. To be honest, we definitely want as many of those as possible. Feast is not really good here. We would love to keep you alive, though. I hate to say it. Even just a little restore like that, even though it seems whack, might be the way to go. Got a real issue, for sure, with keeping our champ alive. I was just going to say, you know what would help out a lot is Unleash the Wildwood, which now brings us completely back, in spite of everything. Capacity is not a high priority on this floor, weirdly enough. If anything, it makes more sense on this floor, although we're not really doing anything with it to begin with. Now, we want you to get restore triggers, but we also, like, really want you to not hit our pyre and kill us. So it's a complicated song and dance we run here. Especially when you got so many plinks in your deck doing absolutely nothing. We can kill you. We can. So I think it looks like... Honestly, take one of these. The quickness is nice there. The thing is, it's like you might as well play a plink. Because then, we're going to do this. You get a harvest. Congrats. Means we can do that. Just trying... The pyre is king right now. And I can't believe, dude, our Unleash the Wildwoods were spaced apart so nicely. This is a great thing. We really... don't want you to move up. I think we can kill you. Might be a bit of a challenge, but we don't want you to move up. So we're going to hit you with this ensnare. We're going to get this out of here. I can't really play this yet. That's the sad thing. Now we could. We really, really want you to die. I don't think we're going to get you to die. I guess in that case, we would rather play a forever consumed. We need to hit you for 32. Are you kidding me, dude? We need to hit you for 32? Alright, well, I'll hit you for 60. It hurts! It really does. Okay, interesting. Well, it's an extremely great time for Unleash the Wildwood to come out. 2 of them is a little overkill. One might say, haha, now this is getting out of hand, there's 2 of them. Hold on, this is a big one. This one's for all the Marbies. We want the multi-strike bonus off that. Twice. Absolutely. Still not going to finish the job, but that's okay. You do have 4,000 HP, huh? So I'm going to hit you with a little restoration. We might as well put you down here. I don't know, maybe we should put you up here so you can block like 2 hits at the start. Changed literally nothing, but at least we're never going to draw the Train Steward again. Alright, so this is really all going to come down to how many charges of lifesteal can we get. So you're taking 700. That's not bad. So we want to maximize your spikes first. You got to give me a little time here because we are looking for Bramble Ash. We had to play a card. Oh, that's a bummer. There's an extra 500 damage. Ain't nothing to sneeze at. And we'll hit you for 3 instead of 2. How does that strike you? And then I now recognize why is lifesteal bad with multi-strike? Because we use our charges twice as fast. Bro, that's a bummer. Okay, but work with me here. 1001. Was kind of hoping for a little more than that. 1009. I don't think Regen 3 is going to do too much. But we need to... Oh, no. Well, you can't really say it's not deserved, considering that I literally did what I was told many times not to do. That's the first time I've seen our Pyre die, though, since I've been back. So that's a tragic way to lose. But you know what? We learned a little bit about the expert challenges. Again, I'm not promising we're going to do all of them, but it is a nice way to mix it up a little bit. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!